Kia ora e hoa. Haere mai, come and join me. A wee while ago, we read the story Celia Seagull and the Plastic Sea. Well, the author and illustrator have teamed up again for a brand new book, Daisy McCray and the Wave of the Day. It looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It's by Nicole Miller and it's illustrated by Lily Uivel. Are you nice and comfy? Ready for a story about the wave of the day? Well, let's begin. When Daisy McCray wandered down to the bay, she carried her surfboard expecting a wave. Here's Daisy here. Hey, check out that surfboard. What does it look like to you? Does it look like a piece of watermelon? Yum! But the wind was on shore and the ocean was flat, so Daisy decided to wait on her mat. She covered her skin with a slip, slop, slap, then got out her phone for a tweet and a snap. But while she was hashtagging something she'd pinned, she failed to notice a change in the wind. Can you see Daisy? She's way too busy here on her phone, isn't she? She missed the fact that the wind had changed. It now blew offshore, and from the northeast came a towering set as the swell increased. A towering set means really tall waves. But Daisy was busy unravelling a cord. She gave not a blink when the tide stole her board. Oh no, look! There's her board. It's been picked up by the water. Daisy's too busy on her phone. Jackie Laguna was digging a moat when the board swept him up in a flippity float. Jackie made use of his favourite spade. He paddled and splashed his way into a wave. Whoa! I bet Daisy would have liked that wave. It's huge. Kelly Aquinas was launching his kite when Jackie swooped in like a hawk in full flight. Kelly had no time to think or be brave. He let go of the kite and pulled into the... Say it with me. Wave. There they are, they're both on the board, in the middle of that big wave. Whew, how cool. Sandy Marine was inflating her sup when the runaway surfboard shoveled her up. Her air pump went flying. It couldn't be saved. She suddenly found herself riding the... Say it with me. Wave. Woohoo! 3 of them on the board. How cool. Nana Pauline had been out with her spear, fishing all day, but had come up for air. Then she saw something especially surprising. 3 kids on a board flying on the horizon. She kicked off her gear to prepare for a mission, crouching with hands in a ready position. She landed her mount with the closest of shaves, then paddled them into the best of the waves. How many on the board now? Tahi, rua, toru, wha. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where's Daisy? Sitting on the beach with her phone? I think so. She yelled at the dude dropping in, "This is mine!" She studied the shape and she drew the right line. With a 2-handed stall and her fishing apparel, Nana Pauline pulled them into a barrel. Whoa! That's when a wave goes right over you and it's like you're surfing through a tube. Whoa! Jackie sat firmly upon his back end. Kelly stepped into a hefty hang ten. Sandy stretched out like a graceful danseuse. She winked at the crowd and threw out a hang loose. And Nana Pauline? She was living the dream, frothing like milk from a coffee machine, carving it up like a slice of pork belly. And Daisy? Well, she was taking a selfie. Here's Daisy over here. And look at everybody on her board. And once she had captured her very best smile, one that showed off her incredible style, she carried on browsing with no real intention, but something familiar caught her attention. There in full view on the screen of her phone was a bright-coloured surfboard, the same as her own. She glared at the picture and said with a cry, "This copycat Nana has pinched my design." Can you see the watermelon surfboard? Look at them all standing on it, on the top of the wave. Meanwhile, the children and Nana Pauline were making an exit, impressively clean. They jumped off the wave and landed with flair. The board hurtled on and flicked high in the air. Then the wind changed. The giant swell dropped. The board hit the sand where it came to a stop. Daisy looked up, and just as expected, there was her surfboard right where she had left it. "What an average morning," she said with a scoff. "Not a hint of a wave, so I think I'll be off." She gathered her surfboard, umbrella and hat. She put on her sandals and rolled up her mat. Then she said to her board as she turned off her phone, "I should have just left you at home." I wonder if Daisy will ever realise that her board and all those people went on an adventure without her, while she was too busy watching her phone. Daisy McCray and the Wave of the Day. If you want to find out more about this book, you can visit maryegan.co.nz. And I reckon you can look for this book and Celia Seagull and the Plastic Sea in your local library or your bookstore too. They're both really good books. Nicole's a teacher and there's lots of things she'd like you to learn from her stories. Maybe you could learn to read. Or maybe you read already. Or have lots of fun reading the books at your place. And come and visit me again soon, my friend. I love it when you come for a story. Ka kite.